vez sus copas los árboles han crecido y un horizonte de perros ladra muy lejos. Pasada la zarzamora, los juncos y los espinos, bajo su mata de pelo y se un rollo sobre mí. Yo me quité la corbata. Ella se quitó el vestido. Yo el cinturón con revólver. Ella, sus 4 corpiños. Ni largos ni caracolas tienen, ni cutis tan finos, ni los cristales con luna relumbran con ese brillo. Sus muslos se me escapaban como peces sorprendidos, y la mitad llenos de lumbre, y la mitad llenos de río. Aquella noche corrí el mejor de los caminos, montado en toda vaca, sin brida y sin estribo. No quiero decir, por hombre, las cosas que ella me dijo. La luz del entendimiento me hace ser muy comedido. Sucia de besos de arena, yo me la llevé del río, con el aire que se batía en la hermana del cielo. Me porté como quien soy, como un gitano legítimo. La regalé a un costurero grande de raso país. Y no quise enamorarme, porque teniendo marido me dijo que era mozuela. Cuando yo lo maté.
That one's for Amelia.
Angustias, should I put on Pepe's initials as well?
No.
Adela! Are you coming?
She's lying on her bed.
There is something wrong with her. She's restless and walks around frightened, as if she has the lizard between her breasts.
She has what all of us have.
All of us except Angustias.
I feel fine, and anyone who doesn't like it can burst.
Well, it's always been said, the best things about you are your figure and your sensitivity.
Fortunately, I will soon be out of this hell.
Maybe you won't leave it.
Let's change the subject.
Besides, an ounce of gold in the coffers is worth more than a pair of pretty dark eyes.
In one ear and out the other.
Open the windows to the
All because of the heat.
Me neither.
I got up to cool myself off. There was a black storm cloud in the sky, and even a few drops of rain fell.
It was 1 in the morning, and fire was coming out of the ground. I also got up. Angustias was still at the window with Pepe.
Really? What time did he leave?
Magdalena, if you saw him, oh, why do you ask?
He left around 1:30.
Yes, and how do you know?
I heard him cough, and I heard the sound of his young man.
But I heard him leave around 4.
Maybe it wasn't him.
I'm sure of it.
I thought so too.
How strange this is.
So, Angustias, what was it he said to you the first time he came to your window?
Nada. What would he say? Just everyday conversation.
It is truly strange that two people who don't even know each other would suddenly see each other at a window and become engaged.
Well, it does not shock me.
I would feel, no say, I don't know what.
No, because when a man comes to a girl's window, he already knows from all the comings and goings and what he's been told that she'll say yes.
But he had to ask you.
Claro, of course.
And how did he ask you?
Nada. Nothing special. You know, I'm after you, and I need a good, modest woman at my side, and you're that woman, if you agree.
I get embarrassed by these things.
I do too, but you have to put up with them.
Did he say anything else?
Yes, he did all the talking.
And you?
Oh, I couldn't have. My heart was in my mouth. It was the first time I was alone at night with a man.
Such a handsome man.
He's not bad.
That's what happens when people know a bit about the world and can talk and wave their hands. La primera vez, la primera vez. The first time that I met my husband, Evaristo de Colorín, he came to my window.
What happened?
Oh, it was very dark, and as he came near, I heard him say, Buenas tardes. So I said to him, Buenas tardes. And then we fell silent for half an hour. And the sweat was just running down my entire body. And then Evaristo came nearer, much nearer, as if he wanted to squeeze through the bars of the window. And he whispered, come, let me feel you. I thought Mother was coming.
Oh, she would have given us a piece of her mind.
She'll hear us. Afterwards, he behaved himself. Instead of being interested in other things, he took to breeding finches until the day he died. You single women, it would be good for you to know that after the wedding, the man leaves the bed for the table, and then the table for the tavern. And the woman who can't get used to it will waste away crying in the corner.
You got used to it.
I could handle him.
Is it true that you used to hit him at times?
See, I almost put his eye out.
That's the way all women should be.
I have the same schooling as your mother. One time he said something to me, I don't even remember what, and I killed all his finches with a rolling pin.
Adela! You're missing everything!
Adela!
I'll go see.
Oh, that child is not with her.
Lotto, she barely sleeps.
What does she do then?
Well, how should I know what she does?
Well, you would know better than I. You sleep with just a wall between you.
Envy is eating away at her.
Don't exaggerate.
I can see it in her eyes. She's starting to get the look of a crazy woman.
Don't talk of crazy people. This is the one place where that word cannot be spoken.
You weren't asleep then.
My body aches.
Didn't you sleep well last night?
See?
Then
Ay, déjame ya! Leave me alone! Asleep or awake, what I do is my business. I'll do whatever I like with my body.
I only speak out of concern for you.
Concern or inquisition? What? Weren't you all sewing? Well then get on with it! I wish I were invisible so I could walk these rooms without you asking me where I'm going.
Bernarda wants you. The man with the lace is here.
Stop looking at me. If you want, I will give you my eyes, which are fresh, and I'll give you my back so you can improve that hump of yours. Return your head when I pass.
She's your sister. And what's more, she's the one who loves you the most.
She follows me everywhere. Sometimes she looks into my room to see if I'm sleeping. She doesn't let me breathe. And always, such a pity about that face. Such a pity about that body that no one will ever see. But no, my body will be from whomever I want.
For Pepe El Romano, is that it?
What do you mean?
What I said, Adela.
Yeah, be quiet.
Do you think I haven't noticed?
Lower your voice.
Still all those thoughts.
What do you know?
Old women can see through walls. Where do you go at night when you get up?
You should be blind.
With my head and my hands full of eyes when it comes to such things. As much as I think about it, I still don't know what you're up to. Why were you standing half naked with your window open and lamplight on the second time Pepe came to visit your sister?
Mentira, that's not true.
Don't be childish. Leave your sister in peace. And if you like Pepe El Romano, resign yourself. Besides, who says you can't marry him? Your sister Angustias is not well. She won't survive the first birth. From my experience, I can tell you that she will die. And then Pepe will do what all the widowers do around here. He will marry the youngest and the prettiest, and that's you. So cling to that hope and forget him. Do what you like, but don't go against God's law.
Gaia!
You will not be quiet.
Oh, mind your own business, nosy, treacherous creature.
Your shadow is what I will be.
So instead of cleaning the house and going to bed to pray for the dead, you go around like a dirty old sow, sticking your nose into seeing what men and women do so you can drool over them.
I keep watch, so people can't spit at that door as they pass.
What tremendous affection you suddenly feel for my sister.
Oh, I have no loyalty for any of you, but I want to live in a respectable house. I am an old woman now, and I don't want to be disgraced.
Your advice is useless. It is too late already. Not only would I leap right over you, after all, you're only a servant, but I will leap right over my mother so I can put up this fire that races through my mouth and legs. What can you say about me? That I lock myself in my room and don't open the door? That I don't sleep? Well, I am smarter than you. See if you can catch his hair with your hands.
Oh, don't defy me, Adela. Don't defy me. Because I can shout and I can light those lamps and make the bells ring.
We'll bring 4,000 yellow flares and hang them on the walls of the stable yard. No one will be able to stop what is inevitable.
You want this man that much?
That much! When I look into his eyes, it's as if I'm slowly drinking his blood.
I cannot listen to you.
Well, you will listen to me. I was afraid of you, but now I'm stronger than you.
Always arguing.
Claro, in this state, she wants me to get her, I don't know what, from the store.
Oh, did you buy that bottle of perfume for me?
The most expensive one, and a face powder. They're in the shop on your room. And hush! We'll see about that.
Have you seen the lace?
The ones for Angustia's wedding cheeks are just beautiful.
And these?
That's for me, for a nightshirt.
One must have a sense of humor.
For me to look at. I don't need to show myself off to anybody.
No one sees a person in their nightgown.
Sometimes. I adore undergarments. If I were rich, I'd have them made of Dutch linen. It's one of the few pleasures I've got left.
Oh, this lace is perfect for a baby's bonnet or a christening gown. Well, I could never use it for mine. We'll see if Angustias can use it for hers. If she starts having children, you'll all be sewing day and night.
I don't intend to sew a stitch.
And much less look after somebody else's children. Just look at the neighbors down the street, martyrs to the 4 little puppets.
Well, they're better off than you are. At least they laugh and you hear a fight now and then.
Then go and serve them.
No, fate has decreed that I serve this convent.
Huh. It's the men returning from work.
It struck 3 just a moment ago.
With the sun.
I wish to go to the fields too.
Each class has its own obligations.
That is how it is.
There is nothing like being in the fields at this time of year. Yesterday morning, the harvesters came. 40 or 50 good-looking men.
Where are they from this year?
From a long way away. They came from the mountains, joyous like burnt trees, laughing and throwing stones. Yesterday, a woman arrived in the village dressed in sequins and dancing to an accordion. 15 of the men hired her and took her up to the olive grove. I saw it from a long way off, but the one who arranged it was a young man with green eyes, lean as a sheaf of wheat.
Is that true? Is that
Pero es posible.
A number of years ago, another one of these women came to the village, and I myself gave my eldest son money to go with her. Men need these things.
They are forgiven everything.
to be born a woman is the greatest punishment?
Not even our eyes belong to us.
That's them. They have such beautiful songs.
They're going out to reap now. The heat doesn't bother them.
They reap in tongues of
Fighter.
I'd like to be a reaper so I can come and go at will and forget what is gnawing at us.
What do you have to forget?
Each one knows her own.
Each one of us.
Hang on, be quiet. What a song.
Village girls, open your windows and doors.
The reaper wants your roses to decorate his crown.
They are turning the corner now.
Let's go see them from the window of my room.
Be careful not to push it out too far or they will push it open to see who's looking at them.
What's wrong? The heat is getting to me.
Is that all?
Can't wait for November to come. The rainy days, the frost, anything but this endless summer.
It will pass and come around again.
Claro. What time did you go to sleep last night?
I don't know. I sleep like a log. Why?
Nothing.
And you weren't scared?
No. I've heard it before.
We should be careful. Could it have been one of the farmhands?
The farmhands come at 6.
Perhaps one of the young mules that need to be broken in?
See, a young mule that needs to be broken in.
We should warn the others.
No, don't say anything. I might have imagined it.
Perhaps.
Amelia.
Okay.
Nada.
Why did you call me?
It just slipped out. I wasn't thinking.
Lay down for a while.
Where is that picture of Pepe that was under my pillow? Which one of you has it?
None of us.
It's not as if Pepe Romani says Silver San Bartolomeo.
Where's the picture?
What picture?
One of you has hidden it.
You have no shame in accusing us.
It was in my room and now it's gone.
Might it not have slipped away to the stable yard at midnight? Pepe likes walking in the moonlight.
Don't waste your jokes on me. When he comes, I'll tell him.
Oh, don't. Because it will turn up.
I'd like to know which one of you has it.
Someone does. Anyone but me.
Of course not.
What noise is this in my house? It's the silence of the stifling heat. The neighbors must have their ears glued to the walls.
They've stolen a picture of my fiancé.
Who? Who?
Them!
Which one of you? Answer me! Search the rooms. Look in the beds. This comes from not having you on a shorter leash. But I will haunt you in your dreams. Are you sure?
Si.
You've looked for it diligently?
Si, madre.
At this stage of my life, you would have me drink the bitterest poison a mother could possibly swallow. You can't find it?
Oh, here it is.
Where did you find it?
Was
Speak without fear.
between the sheets of Martirio's bed.
Is this true?
Si, es verdad.
May you be cut to pieces, you dead flea! Always seating shards of glass!
Don't strike me, mother! Leave me alone! No me toques!
As many times as I want.
If I let you, do you hear me?
Do not disrespect your mother.
Leave her alone, por favor.
Not a tear left in your eyes.
I will not cry to please you.
Why did you take the picture?
Can't I play a joke on my sister? Why else would I want it?
It wasn't a joke. You have never liked jokes. Something else is boiling up inside your chest, just bursting to get out. Say it!
Cállate! Do not make me talk, because if I do, these walls will close in from shame.
There's no end to what an evil tongue will tell.
Adela!
You're both crazy.
And you bombard us with your evil thoughts.
Others do far worse.
Until they are stripped naked and let the river current carry them away.
You are perverse!
It's not my fault that Pepe and Romano took an interest in me.
For your money.
Madre!
Silencio!
For your land and your orchards.
That's the truth.
Silence, I say! could see the storm coming, but I didn't know it would break so soon. Oh, what a hailstorm of hatred you have rained down on my heart. But I'm not an old woman yet. I've got 5 chains, 1 for each of you. And these walls that my father built, so that not even the weeds would know my desolation. Get out! Fuera! I must get a firm grip. Remember, Bernarda, it is your duty.
May I speak?
Alba, it's never good when there's a stranger in the middle of a family.
What I've seen, I've seen.
Angustias must get married at once.
Yes, you must get her out of here.
Not her, him.
Claro, you must get him away from here. Yes, that's good thinking.
I don't think. There are things you think about and things you cannot think about. I command.
And you think he will want to leave?
What is your brain imagining?
Of course, he will marry Angustias.
Alba, I know you well enough to know you are ready with the knife.
I never thought a warning could be called murder.
You have something to warn me about?
I'm not accusing Bernarda. I simply say, open your eyes and you will see.
See what?
You have always been clever. You can see the worst in a person from 100 miles away. I used to think you could read people's thoughts. But one's children are one's children. And now you are blind.
Are you referring to Martirio?
Well, Martirio, why did she tie the picture?
Well, after all, she said it was a joke. What else could it be?
And you believe that?
I don't believe it. It's true.
Enough! This is about your family. If it was about the neighbors down the street, what then?
Now you are starting to draw the knife.
Oh, no, Bernarda. Something big is going on here. I don't want to blame you, but you haven't let your daughters be free. Martirio falls in love easily, regardless of what you say. Why didn't you let her marry Enrique Humanas? Why did you tell him not to come on the very day he was going to come to her window?
I'd do it 1,000 times. My blood will not mix with that of the Humanas clan, not as long as I live. His father was a farmhand.
And there you are with your pretensions.
I have them because I can afford to have them. And you don't have them because you know full well what your origin is.
Don't remind me. I'm an old woman, but I've always been grateful for your protection.
It doesn't seem that way.
Martirio will forget this.
And if she doesn't forget it, the worse it will be for her. I don't think this is something very big that is going on here. Nothing is going on here. That's what you'd like. And if one day something were to happen here, I assure you it would not go beyond these walls.
I wouldn't be so certain. There are also those in the village who can read hidden thoughts from afar.
Oh, how you would love to see me and my daughters walking to the whorehouse.
Well, one can never predict where they'll end up.
I know what my end will be, and that of my daughters too. The whorehouse is reserved for a certain dead woman.
Bernarda, respect my mother's memory.
Then stop hounding me with your evil thoughts.
It's best if I just keep out of everything.
That is the best you can do. Work and keep your mouth shut. That's the duty of anyone who is paid to work.
But I can't. Don't you think it's better that Pepe is engaged to Martirio? Or even Adela?
I don't think so.
Yes, Adela is Pepe's true fiancée.
Things are never as we wish.
But it's hard for people to go against their true nature. I think it's wrong that Pepe is with Angustias, and so do other people. And even the air. Who knows if they'll get what they want.
Here you go again. You slip words in to fill me with bad dreams. And I don't want to understand you, because if I were to grasp fully what you're saying, I would have to scratch you.
Ah, the blood wouldn't reach the river.
Fortunately, my daughters respect me and have never gone against my wishes.
Well, that's true, but the minute you let them free, they will run to the rooftops.
And I'll bring them down with stones.
Well, certainly, you are the most brave.
I've always fought the good fight.
Funny how things turn out. At her age, you should see how excited Angustias is about her fiancé. And he seems taken with her as well. Last night, my eldest son told me that when he went by with the oxen at 4:30 in the morning, they were still talking.
At 4:30?
That's what
It's a lie!
It's what he told me.
Speak.
For more than a week now, Pepe has been leaving at 1. He's gonna strike me dead if I'm lying.
But you saw him with your own eyes?
I didn't want to look out. Do you speak to him now at the window overlooking the alleyway?
I talked to him from my bedroom window.
Then
What is going on here?
Be careful what you might find out. But it's clear that Pepe was at one of your windows at 4 in the morning.
Are you sure about this?
Well, you can't be sure of anything in this life.
Mother, don't listen to someone who wants to
Then I will find out for myself. If the villagers want to make false accusations, they will find I am hard as rock. No more speaking of this matter. And you, stick to the affairs of your own house. No one will take a step here without my knowledge.
I have a right to know what's going on.
You have no right but to obey. No one tells me what to do.
There is a big crowd at the top of the street, and all of the neighbors are at their doors.
Run, see what's going on. Where do you think you're going? I always knew you were women. You couldn't wait to show yourselves at the windows and break your mourning. To the courtyard.
you should be grateful that I didn't speak up. I could have spoken up too. And what would you have said? Wanting is not the same as doing.
The one who does is the one who can and the one who gets there first. You wanted to, but you couldn't.
You can't keep this up much longer.
I will have it all.
And I will tear you away from his embrace.
Marquillo, leave me alone.
Never!
He wants me to live with him.
I saw how he embraced you.
I didn't want him to. It was as if I was dragged along a tightrope.
I'll see you dead first!
Bernarda!
What?
It's Librada's daughter, the unmarried one. She has had a child, and no one knows who the father is.
A child?
And to hide her shame, she killed it and buried it underneath some stones. But some dogs with more heart than many human beings rooted it out and left it on her doorstep as if guided by God's hand. And now they want to kill her. They are dragging her through the street, and the men are running from the paths and down from the olive grove, and they are shouting so loudly they make the fields tremble.
That's right. Let them come with olive switches and pick handles. Let them all come and kill her!
No, not to kill her!
Yes, and let's go out there too.
And let the woman who tramples on her virtue pay